This is one of the most rare opportunities you're going to get, as this home in Arlington, Massachusetts is on the market for the first time in over 70 years. So I want to give you a full walkthrough of this property, starting with the outside, because this is a huge lot, just under a full acre. It's about 41,000 square feet on Lower Mystic Lake in Arlington. So the showstopper here, as soon as you walk in the front door, you're looking straight through the dining room, through to these three massive picture windows that give you that waterfront view. So this, of course, is what it's all about. It's about the views, the lake, the water, the lifestyle that comes with it. So the opportunity is there to turn this into your dream house. It's a huge house of just under 4,000 square feet, but as you can see, it's a bit dated inside. It's very well kept, very well taken care of, but most people, I think, would want to do some projects in here to rearrange the space and update the finishes. Even if you keep the layout the same, you do have a massive kitchen right here already. That may be an opportunity, if you like the open concept, to open it up into this family room, which again has great water views. So you could really transform this space, and I think it would be a good option as well to add a deck or a balcony off the back of the house, and it would make it a great indoor-outdoor space and the perfect spot for hosting. And continuing on the first floor here, this is the first of 4 bedrooms. It's currently used as an office, but it is a good opportunity for a first floor primary. There's a half bath right off of it, so you could expand that and create a full bath and a primary suite on the first floor. And then leading to the other side now, this is a formal living room. This is one of my favorite rooms in the house. It gets great sunlight in here. There's an amazing bow window with more views. But it also has the classic details like the crown molding, the fireplace. They've decorated it nicely with a grand piano, so it's a very classy, elegant room. As you can see, even from these windows here in the hallway, which this hallway was added on at one point to create a direct access from the garage into the house. So leading the other way would go to a breezeway and the garage. We're going to skip that for now and head upstairs. And this house was originally a traditional Cape style house. So the upstairs still feels that way because the first floor is expanded, but not the top floor. So it feels a little bit tighter up here, but there is a great opportunity to expand this and create a full second floor, add on more windows, a deck, balcony up here as well to take advantage of the water views. But as it is right now, you do have a great walk-in closet, the bathroom off of this primary bedroom, and this will go to show, as right now there is storage, but this is the footprint you could expand on. If you wanted to expand this top floor, you could build out this roof line here all the way down above the garage and have a massive second floor. And if you don't need that big of a house to rebuild the whole second floor, then great. All 3 bedrooms right now are still a good size. There is opportunity to just renovate these and update them. There's hardwood floors underneath the carpets, so it would be an easy kind of transformation to make it feel much more modern and new upstairs. And then you do get water views out of both bathrooms up here, plus this back bedroom, which is currently used kind of as a sewing room. But here you go. More views looking out onto the water. So you get water views from the majority of the rooms in the houses, which is amazing. And there's even more downstairs. The whole bottom level is finished. So you come down, you have very tall ceilings, probably about 7.5 feet. There's some beams that are a little bit lower. But this is the first of kind of 2 main rooms down here. This could be a playroom, hangout area, man cave, whatever you want it to be. There's a wood burning fireplace down here, and tons of space to get creative with whatever you'd like. There's also space for a saltwater fish tank, and then towards the back. Again, this could be a spot to expand into the outside, have a huge sliding door, bigger glass windows, because you're looking right out at the water again. So tons of flexibility and options here as well, depending on your lifestyle, whether you want that to be a hangout space or maybe even a good spot for in-laws or a guest suite. And that does it for the inside for now, so we'll take a walk out back and get a little bit closer to the water and see what's going on in the backyard. I think this is going to be where people have to get a little bit more creative because we're on a hill here, so it slopes down pretty significantly and the backyard has been built up into a few different levels. We're at the top now with the house where it is nice and flat here. There's good space for building a patio or a deck or whatever you'd like to do to take advantage of the view and of the backyard. Because this is your space to unwind and enjoy the views. You get some amazing sunrises here as the sun rises over the water in the morning. I've seen bald eagles flying around. There's tons of great bird watching, kayaking, fishing, power boating, but there's no wake out in this section of the lake, but it does take you out to Boston if you follow it all the way through. And now here we're making our way down the hill, so you can see the retaining wall that was put in that kind of layers this backyard and the hill. You have a ramp leading down to the water and to this structure on the right that we'll take a look at. This used to be a pool house. The same family owned this house and the property next door, so one of them had a pool and the other one had a pool house. But currently this has been gutted inside, so it's essentially a shell of a small little house here, which could be a good spot for a guest suite or maybe a rental property. But you'll see it's good space in here. So if you did want to keep this as is, there's a ton of potential here, and everyone has a different idea of what they would want to do with this second structure, but it's set up to be a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom little house essentially. So you have space for a little kitchen, there's even a fireplace in here. So everyone has a different take so far of what they would want to do with it, but the possibilities are endless. And this is another layer to the story of this property and something to consider for the next buyer, where they'll need to figure out when they want to do these projects, what they want to do with it, and what kind of creative solutions they have to maximize the space. But to recap everything here, there's a lot to take in, but this property as a whole is 41,000 square feet. The main house is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms, 3,912 square feet, plus this additional structure down here would be another about 1,000 square feet. And being located on Mystic Street, you have easy access to Mass Ave and Arlington Center, so you can get to all the local stores, restaurants, coffee shops, whatever you need is right down the street. Plus, if you're a golfer, you can go the other direction and get to Winchester Country Club in about half a mile. For more information on this property or others around Arlington, feel free to call me anytime.